Hey everyone, today I want to talk about Doomsday Clock issue number 2, which continues the storyline of the Watchmen coming to find Dr. Manhanthan to help save their Earth. We started this issue in the Watchmen's world and just talking about how when the Minutemen showed up, everyone basically wanted a mask. People trying to hide behind a gimmick, trying to gain a reputation. But most would just be in terror if they were up against a comedian or night owl. But in the current day, thanks to Vet, the world is not so black and white. You can't really trust anyone. People see the world through a different lens and need to be watched closer. But Rorschach sees the world for what it truly is. And sometimes even the good guys have to get their hands dirty, let the tigers put on their stripes, and how everyone is basically a criminal now. But if they convince Manhanthan to come back and save their Earth, they will be considered heroes. But Mime and Marionette are doing this mostly to find their son, to meet them once again to be whole again. And Ozzy wants to convince Manhanthan to come back to their planet, and he wants to use Marionette to remind John of his past, of who he used to be. And in the owl ship, he is going to follow John's trail he left when he left them. Back at the Prime Earth, Bruce is sitting down taking a Rorschach test, and all Bruce is seeing is boats. And Bruce is tired of taking these tests, but he has to take them annually for insurance. And the board could sell his company and Lex could be the one buying it. But at that moment, Gotham does not seem to want a Batman and has gone upside down due to the Superman theory. They don't trust Batman anymore. The Watchmen characters finally land in Gotham City on the Prime Earth, and Ozzy and Rorschach are ready to find Dr. Manhanthan. But first he cuffs Mime and Marionette so they won't get away. They both arrive at Gotham City Public Library, and Ozzy finds out that there is a ton of masked people on this Earth, some who are fictional on their planet. He then puts it out there that Dr. Manhanthan could be one of these masked heroes, that John may have wanted to start over with a new identity, a second chance at saving the world, and he wants help with locating John and is wanting to visit the two smartest men, which is Bruce Wayne and Lex Luthor. Rorschach goes to Wayne Manor and looks around a bit. He even eats Bruce's pancakes that Alfred left for him. But he goes to the clock and finds the entryway that is behind it. He trips Batman's alarm, which alerts the Dark Knight. And Ozzy meets Lex at his building, and he lets Ozzy talk before security comes to get rid of him. He explains to Lex that his world was spiraling out of control, that he killed millions of people to try and unite the world against one invader, and Ozzy is willing to help Lex with his ambitions if he helps him with John. But what happens next even surprises Ozzy, and that is the return of the comedian, and this time he is not drunk, but he is ready for him. And at that same time, Batman and Rorschach finally come face to face, as Mime and Marionette also get away. This issue was fantastic, just seeing how they take in the Prime Earth and seeing what I feel them hinting at. Mime's and Marionette's baby is actually the Joker, that he got away, that he got taken by John probably and brought him to the Prime Earth. But I'm curious to see what Batman has to say to Rorschach, and also what he plans to tell Superman or the Justice League themselves. A great issue, and just building up more to more questions, and hopefully some resolutions. Anyways everyone, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you.